everybody, I'm so sorry I haven't been able to post anything on my channel, but today I had a special edition video. It's mukbang, and yeah, these are my friends. I wanted to team up with my sister, my best friend Salina. We have a podcast together, so you know, I wanted to also make sure you guys have a physical glimpse of how they look like. I went to the web, guys, and I googled the most googled questions of all time. And Salina, put your passcode. This is extended cut, a privilege for my family. Now subscribe to my OnlyFans when I start it, so you get these extra privileges. So the first one. So the first thing that people Google is, what is love? How many say?
This question is stupid, really.
Like how many? Somebody just went to the, you know, I think it's somebody.
Not somebody, many people.
No, I think maybe somebody who was told by their crush, I love your outfit. They probably like, oh, he loves my outfit. Let me just Google it. What does it mean by love? Like, does he like it? Like, is it cute? Or, you know, like.
There is not someone, it's many people, because most Googled can be from one person.
Yeah, like many people.
Many people were just looking up what is love.
I think that people are just confused because nowadays don't even know what's the meaning. Like, I'm also confused when I ask you, like, what is love, Cindy? Will you answer the question? What's love for you?
It's an emotion.
Because some people are just, for me, like, they just believe that some people are just confused that they don't know exactly what love means. Or what does it mean when someone tells you, like, I love you, or I love this. So they're just trying to understand. So I can understand, but I don't know if I will Google the question. I would just ask directly the person, what do you mean by I love you?
Or you can just look up in the dictionary rather than ask Google, you know?
Okay. The next Googled item is, what time is it, with 1.5 million searches.
I do.
No, I don't.
I also don't.
Why do you have an iPhone?
For me, it's like,
no, like literally, the time is there.
In another country, most of the time.
I don't Google the time in another country, but sometimes if I'm tuning into an event that is happening on a different time zone, so they'll say it starts at this time, Eastern time, or I don't know, UTC. Sometimes I don't know what time that is in my local time.
So you have to.
So
I will check. I will check the time in the UTC, and sometimes if I'm checking the time in the UTC and I can't figure it out together, I will Google my local time and then Google the time there and do the time difference.
Yeah, for me it's just most of the time I just what time is it in US, in Mozambique, in Italy, most of the time. Not in Poland, because I'm in Poland, I have an iPhone.
Even when you travel, let's say like you're at the airport of where you're going, they're going to check what time is it. But sometimes you don't register the time difference.
Okay. The next Googled item, Google search is, what men want, with 1 million searches.
What?
Well, I also don't know.
Men are so hard to figure out.
It's really hard to understand.
There's even a movie about it. Have you seen the movie? What Men Want?
Yeah, it's nice.
I love the movie. Especially the role that Erykah Badu was playing. Classic.
But I feel like if for someone to Google this, it's either you're Googling for, you want to give your guy or a male relative or a male person a gift, or you're confused, or you're trying to spice up maybe your relationship.
Not even that, it could be like just a general topic as we're
speaking
now, and people like, imagine this boy did to me. I'm like, even me, I had that situation. It's like, I'm going to check this on Google because I can't believe it. Google, what do men want? You know what men want? And it's like, Google says blah blah blah. Well, that's a lie because this boy did this, you know. It could be just a
I think
conversation.
most of the time people are just confused.
You wouldn't find me searching for that.
Me too, definitely not.
The next one is what to watch, with 450K.
I do. I'm guilty.
You guys, Netflix has the sneak peek of this movie.
I can find myself like for like 30 minutes looking for something
on Netflix.
Like, for real. And I have to look for suggestions.
I don't like the suggestions Netflix put for me. So I will literally go, even on YouTube, I will literally search for movies to watch in November on Netflix.
Many times.
Yeah, I literally watched like a 30 minutes compilation of the movies that Netflix has put out during this month. And then like, once I get the description the person is giving, I'll know like I want to watch this or maybe not.
Yeah, for me also, I also do the same thing. I've been like, I've searched for things to watch. I don't know how many. Sometimes I even ask people because I just find myself for 1 hour just
looking for something
with Netflix and don't know what to watch.
Even Google like comedies that were released in 2020 or best comedies of this time period, and then I choose from what is brought up. So like I do it. I Google movies to watch.
I don't. The next one is, why should we hire you with 110,000 searches?
That's real. That's real. When you're prepping for an interview, oh my god.
I search things to put on my CV or how to prepare for the
CV.
When I'm preparing for an interview, I literally, there's articles and there's posts whereby they list the questions that are usually asked during an interview.
Yeah.
So I will take the questions, put them on Google, and then compile the best answers I get into something that I can easily recall, into something that I can easily rephrase.
Yeah, most of the time this is just for people looking for jobs.
But
or going to interview most of the time. I've never done that, but I don't know.
like, and also from my personal experience here in Poland, employers actually give you a written test, most of them.
Sometimes just English test, right?
No,
For us foreigners, just English test most of the time. Yeah. First of all, they'll give you an English test,
Language
and then
test?
maybe you'll get another test related to the job. But then first of all, it's just the English test.
No, in my experience, it's only my current job where I did a language test. But I've done I've done 3 interviews this year, and I did another interview last year. And like, they generally ask me the same questions. But even with that, like, I still had to Google the questions they were asking. So why do you want this job? Why do you think we should hire you? Why, there's this other questions. How much would you like to make?
How much?
There's also, where do you see yourself in 5 years or 10 years? I've been asked that question, I think, in every interview. Describe yourself, tell me a little bit about yourself. So sometimes it seems very simple. Even now, why do you see yourself in 5 years and 10 years? It's very simple when you have it in your mind or what you're trying to work towards. But when someone is asking you, especially for a job that you're really hoping to get, it's like, fuck, how do I know what to say to impress the interviewer? Now that is why you go to Google, so that you kind of get a glimpse of what professionals speaking in a professional setting feels like, or how to answer to impress the interviewer.
Okay. The next one is, why is my poop green?
Really?
Whoopity scoop, scoop dee dee whoop, whoop dee scoop dee poop, poop.
110,000 searches.
Now this is where Google say you have cancer.
No comment.
This is where Google
No,
tell you
that's
have
not. It
cancer.
will tell you if you're diarrheaing because of this. It will tell you maybe you're having too much green.
No, it will
Go to
say
the hospital.
no. It will say these are symptoms of a disease.
Oh yeah, symptoms of a disease.
Cancer.
Yeah.
I don't know. Cancer.
We advise you to go to the doctor.
The next one is, who sings this song with 165,000?
I actually do that.
I do.
On YouTube, I just put
Really?
yeah,
The
YouTube, like just the lyric, like something that I remember from the song, and then YouTube will give you the song. Like most of the time, it works on YouTube.
Now I go to Google and I say I write the lyrics and then I wait to see the Google search. If I can't find the Google search, I'll literally write.
Because sometimes you just remember one line of the lyrics, and then you just want to know who sings the song, and then you go to the Google and then you put just that line, and then they'll give you.
But thank
All
God
the
they've invented Shazam.
No, Shazam is not always there, and sometimes you don't even realize, you know. Sometimes you're just hearing a song and a song and a song. Sometimes you're using an app like TikTok, and you come across a video with a really nice song, and it's really catchy. So it's like I'm listening to the song, I capture one, two lines, and I go to Google and write those 1-2 lines.
Yeah. Also, Snapchat has this such feature. And the next one is, who is the richest person in the world with 135,000?
I think I've
I've
Googled
done that.
that.
I've done that.
The richest person.
But not right now. Like back
I think I've done that.
when I was a
The
child.
richest person in Mozambique in my country.
I've literally, I don't think I've Googled, but I've read multiple articles on that. The top 10 richest people, what are they doing, you know?
I think I've searched about salaries, how much people
Salaries too.
Yeah.
Net worths of celebrities.
Networks, me too, yeah.
Yeah. The next one is, when are the early signs of pregnancy? This one has 673,000 searches. When are the early signs of pregnancy?
Not to watch.
When I go to Google, I'm searching something and then they said you might be pregnant. Google just, you can just, I just panic sometimes.
When I was in Kenya on DSTV, there was a channel where they had a show that was called I Didn't Know I Was Pregnant.
Yeah.
What happened
On TLC. TLC, True Life Chapters channel. On DSTV channel, I don't know one.
Like multiple women telling their stories of how they gave birth. They didn't realize there's a lady who thought she was going to poop. She didn't know she was pregnant. Yeah, she was not going to poop. It was time to deliver the baby. So she had delivered the baby thinking she was pooping. And then when she gets up, you know, she's seeing a cord, you know, and a baby, and she literally shouted, and her boyfriend came in and helped, like, you know, just to navigate through the whole situation. The good thing with children is that even after being born, there's like a 30-minute allowance whereby they can stay without breathing. So it wasn't dangerous for the baby, but still she had no idea she was carrying expectant.
Yeah,
but I just wondered.
some sort of
freak out.
Yeah, I've seen some sort of like that, but I don't know what would happen.
Don't you know if your period is, you don't have your period for 9 months, you don't think that maybe?
No, that's the problem. Some people have period while they're pregnant.
Really?
Yeah. I've wanted to search that because one of my friends told me like, okay, you know that you can be pregnant and still see your period. Like,
Get your period.
Every month you still get your period.
Not
every month,
but you might. I've heard of that as well. You may get your period when you're pregnant, but I think this is something to do with birth control. Because birth control messes up with your hormones. So maybe when you're pregnant,
you have to always check. Like some people can say like 2 months without seeing the period, and then on 3rd month you can see, and then you'll be like,
do you know when was the last time I had my period? April, and I'm not pregnant, guys. April.
Are you sure you're not pregnant?
Ah, it would be your baby.
So our child
Pay me child support.
Okay, the next one is, when is Easter? With 500.
I Google.
Me too.
No.
But I want to know
Easter
the day.
changes. It's not the same day. I Google when is Easter. I Google when is
Last year,
Father's Day.
remember, I Googled
When is Lent?
Because I wanted to know the day.
When is Thanksgiving? I check these things, especially with Easter, because with Easter I'm usually checking not because I'm looking to celebrate the holiday, but because we're going to get a break from school.
Yeah, the day.
The school break. So I'm like, oh my god, you know, if I'm feeling really exhausted, I'm looking for the next holiday. Especially now that we are in a foreign country, I don't know all Polish holidays offhand. So I sometimes when I'm feeling like I could really use a holiday, you know, I will go and check Polish holidays.
Okay. The next one is, where am I? With 1.2 million searches.
Where am I?
No, it makes sense. It makes sense. I've also done that once. Like sometimes you're lost. No, sometimes you're lost.
I just
and
go
then you're
to
like,
Google
where am I?
Maps.
Me too.
Yeah.
Google Maps, and then you'll just show like, okay, you're right here. You'll just.
Actually, I don't use Google Maps. I look for the nearest bus stop,
No,
and then like
Google Maps.
I check, or I go ask, you know.
Okay.
The next one. The next one is, where is my phone? with 246,000
Where's
searches.
my phone?
Where's my phone?
How to find my phone? I think I've done that.
You found
Not my
yeah.
phone, my AirPods.
AirPods.
Yeah.
Oh, it can be trackable with your phone.
Yeah, with the phone.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, there's one app and then it can make
But this is
some
from
noise.
iPhone, right? Apple.
Apple, yeah.
Apple product. It makes
Yeah.
sense.
Also, there's this app called Find My
There's
Phone
Find
on
My
iOS.
Yeah, there's Find My Phone.
Mhm.
Also, there's an app, Find My Phone.
But if you lock the phone, how will you find it?
That's the problem.
Google. That comes, you know.
Like, I lost my phone, but my phone is on the phone that is lost. Anyway, the next one is where to eat near me. We
Yeah.
I
I
know,
went to eat, went to drink.
You also me, I've done that.
Many times.
The next one is where do babies come from? Okay, the next one is how to tie a tie. Have you googled that?
I've not
No,
Googled
but
how
I
to
think
tie a
people
tie.
do that.
But
it's hard.
I when I was interested in finding out different methods of different types of sanitary ways of coping with periods. Yeah, I was watching videos on YouTube for how to use a tampon or how to use a menstrual cup. So it makes sense for me, like how to.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Then the next one is the next one is how many ounces in a cup with 823,000.
I Google ounces to liters and liters to ounces.
Also me, I do that.
And I also
But,
Google,
I don't.
there's this other measurement that is for the US and then the rest of us is different. Miles to meters, miles to kilometers. I also do that as well.
But not so often.
Mm-mm.
How often do you do that?
I do, not often, but I do when I'm listening to something and distance comes into the conversation, I will look at that. Also for weight, pounds to kilograms, kilograms to pounds as well.
Okay. The next one is how to lose weight.
America's best aerobic athlete.
Actually, I Google how to gain weight.
I don't know, I've never found myself doing that. There's so many, also these ads on these apps. Snapchat has ads, Instagram has ads. So I feel like most of the time. And then another thing that I hate is whenever you Google something, the algorithm of your advertisement changes. Like if you Google about earphones,
You'll see
you'll start
all
seeing
your
earphones.
apps, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere, YouTube, everywhere. You'll see the
Pinterest.
same thing.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
The next one is how long to boil eggs.
I have Googled. I think I've checked how long to boil eggs, how to unshell without taking the thing out. When I was eating eggs, how long do you cook something? I've checked how long does quinoa take to cook. I've checked rice sometimes because I feel like the rice here is different from the rice back home. So sometimes I do check. Even chicken, how long. When I'm trying to cook something, especially if it's for the first time, I do check recipes to see how long the
recipes,
soak.
yes, but I don't just go to Google how long does it take to boil an
I've
egg.
Googled how long does it take
I
to
just prefer
Google,
to just go and then
boil
Google
quinoa.
a recipe like how to cook this kind of chicken, how to cook this and that.
I've Googled even chicken when I'm
But
baking
these
chicken.
basic
The first
things,
time I
no.
baked chicken, I checked how long to leave it in the oven. How hot should the oven be? What else have I? Even oats, I think I've checked just to make sure that I don't overcook the oats, and I've checked for chapatis as well. Like when I'm cooking something, like I'm guilty. Sometimes I'll even be lazy to go and check if the food is ready. I'll just check online, like how long till I go check the food,
No.
Really?
I
The
don't
next
do
one
that.
is just goofy. How to unlock iPhone with
Mm.
301,000 searches.
It's not easy.
You're lost.
It's easy.
No.
Put your fingerprints or your face on the thing.
No, how to unlock
Face recognition.
Sometimes your phone doesn't have face recognition.
When you move
Only
from
starting
Android, when you move from an Android to an iPhone, I was even Googling how to restart my
No,
phone.
for me it's just like, okay, the question is how to unlock an iPhone. But what if you forgot your PIN? That's the problem of some people.
Okay, that makes sense.
And you've forgotten your PIN. But like with iPhone, an iPhone is not really easy to use.
Or some
It's
people
easy.
want to open someone. If I want to open, for example, Cindy's
Someone
phone, that's the problem.
Oh yeah, how to unlock
to
my
open other people's phones.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there's no way if you don't know the PIN, if you don't have a fingerprint, you're lost.
Really?
No way.
The next one is Instagram down with 823,000 searches. Yes, is Instagram down? Is YouTube down? Yes, it happens. Like I think on Friday this week, YouTube was down. YouTube was down.
Google was down.
Yeah, and Google as well. So it was trending.
I've
on
not
Twitter.
checked if something is down, but I do Google how to use Instagram for something, how to post. Actually Googled how to post on Instagram stories.
Really?
I
That's
Googled
what I'm
how to
telling you.
use TikTok when TikTok.
How to
I
use
didn't know how to
TikTok.
use TikTok, but I
I Googled how to use
watched
TikTok.
A tutorial of
I watched videos
how
like
to use
TikTok.
For
Exactly.
real.
Even my phone, my phone. When I bought my phone, that's what I'm telling you. An iPhone is not really easy to use. When I bought my phone, I was watching YouTube. I watched like 5 YouTube videos on how to use my phone,
Yeah, it's
how
not
to go to the
easy.
homepage, how to navigate between apps, how to even using the calculator on my phone. I had to watch a video. I think it was also just first of all the migration to a new phone, and also
No,
just
it's not easy.
sometimes, and also this with the newer models, they're really really hyped by the production company. So when you get the phone and you're only using it for simple stuff, it's like, okay, I want to do the more complicated stuff than volume up, volume down.
Okay. The next one, her favorite, is Mercury in retrograde.
One is the retrograde, and one is the pre-shadow. I will check. One is the conjunction. How does it affect? But
I don't even know about those things.
Me too.
I just tell this is actually what I tell my sisters, that today no wonder it's Mercury retrograde. My sister's like, no, it's not Mercury retrograde, it's Jupiter now. That the house is in Jupiter, and I'm like, what? I was telling you that this and this happened, and it's Mercury retrograde. No, it's not.
Only seen it that.
Only seeing it.
Wow.
We need to see.
no, but come 2021, I'll be able to check all of this for myself. So I'll be pulling the chart, and I can tell next week or in a month, I'm able to do. I don't have to rely on other people's work. I want to learn how to do it for myself.
We'll wait for Cindy to tell us, right?
All right. Is Europe a country? With 450,000.
OMG.
We're in a country called Europe. I'm studying in Europe. Oh yeah, I'm studying in
It's
Europe.
African country.
I thought it would be Africa, but now that I'm saying it's Europe, it's like,
Yes.
Is Africa a country? Makes sense because most of the people they don't know.
they don't know.
They don't know.
Extremely
But Europe.
ignorant.
The next one is it a verb? Is a verb. 246,000 searches. Actually, I like sometimes. It's like for me, I've stayed in Poland for so long that sometimes my English has deteriorated. Is it the same for you? Like I find myself when I say something, do I use this is this preposition, like, are we going at, or are we going in, or are we
It's
going
the
on?
same. It's the same, but it's because in Kenya, because English and Swahili are the national languages and the official languages, but people use English mostly as the official language. So other than studying it at school, we have to use it every day, especially when you're doing really serious
But
stuff.
wait,
So
public schools are in Swahili or English?
no, everything,
English.
exactly.
Okay.
Like Swahili was made the national official language when I was still around this age, just a few years back. So see, everyone that especially if you're living in Nairobi, almost everyone and almost everything that you're doing, you're talking in English, you're communicating in English. So you're able to maintain and improve your proficiency. But when you come to Poland, where English is not the local language, if anything, people are speaking English. Like when you're coming here, you're at level C2, C1. People are speaking English at A2 or B1. So if you speak to them at your level, they don't understand what you're saying. So what you do is you have to down your communication. And when that becomes consistent, when that becomes consistent, every time you're, you know, down in your,
Just keep it the
then
same
that,
level.
yeah, then that is kind of where you're stuck. So when you find yourself communicating with people who are not proficient, it's like, fuck, okay, I don't remember this. What's the word for that? Oh my god, do we say this or do we say that? It's because just the change in the environment and the use of language.
Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. The next one is it going to rain today? You searched that?
I Google, yeah.
For me,
Especially in spring and
I
autumn.
don't even check the weather.
Oh my
I
god.
don't even check the
I
weather.
don't like it when it
I just find
rains.
myself outside and it's raining. I'm like, what?
I check the weather app. The weather in Poland is bipolar. Like one day it's like this, another day it's snowing, one day the sun is out, another day you never know. I always check. Even when I know that the weather has been the same for 1 week, the weather has been the same for 1 month, I still check before I leave the house. How is it? Is maybe today is going to be 1 degree colder, maybe today is going to be 1 degree hotter, so that I know, like, do I wear a heavy jacket or do I wear something light instead? All the time I check.
Nice. I do check occasionally, but not that much. Not that much, guys. The next one is, are you the one?
Who?
With 201,000 searches.
Are you the one?
Are you the one? Are you the one, Salina? Are you the one? Are you the one? And the next one is, are the banks open today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't check banks, but I check what time they're going to be open.
Yeah, check the time.
What time they close.
But most of the time, if you put the bank open, they'll just show you the time that the banks are open. Like, you open for 9 to 7 to 5.
No. Yeah. I check the time.
The next one is, are eggs protein? With 135,000 searches.
I've googled how much eggs you can take in a day.
But this one is, are eggs protein? Is spinach a
Vegetable.
vegetable? Is meat protein? Okay, the next one is, are school closed today? That's the last one.
Do we have classes today?
Are schools
Like,
open
always
today?
ask
I think this one is mostly for the US citizens, because US sometimes they do have like the public, the national, like, what is it called, telling them like today because there's snow, there won't be classes or school. Yeah.
I wish it was like that in Poland.
Even me.
It's only coronavirus that people are alone.
Even coronavirus, we're having classes.
I wish. Like, actually, to be honest, I don't follow up with school, and because of that, I'm usually surprised by my friends. Like, you know, I'll decide to finally today decide to attend a class, and oh my god, we have a test.
But then for us, just we have our groups and we're always talking about school. Most of the time we ask, Sandra, we have class.
Oh my
today.
god,
What time we have
you
class?
people, not even your
Most
group.
of the time we're talking about school.
This one,
right?
Sandra, Salina, even with Gladness and Aileen, always talking
School.
about
School, yeah, I know. I'm not talking about, even today I came here and then I started talking about school.
But not all the time. Maybe.
No.
Okay,
No,
most
but
of the
you
time.
they have to bring school up. Even if I'm just calling to ask, are you guys, have you guys seen this, or do you guys know this is happening? Like, once I'm done speaking, have you done the assignment? Do you know this Malgorzata? Who's Malgorzata? There's also
She's on a lecture.
they say this assignment or the thesis or I don't know this lecture or that, you know, all the time.
We can't reveal, because we're not supposed to reveal our school. We will edit
We'll
that.
try.
Yeah.
We'll try not to talk about
That's
school
it.
all the
That's
time.
it.
Okay.
Alright, guys, watch our podcast if you want to keep up with this energy, okay?
Listen.
Thank you, and subscribe and share. This is me, being your host, Cindy. Salina, thank you for co-hosting today. Bye.